Welcome to FBS GGG, Guns, Games, and Guitars. Today we're going to be working with the Dboys M4 CSAV model, most like the M4S system, but the only true difference is the handguard in the front. You still have the 4 RIS rails. This one comes with a full rail here, a full rail here, and a full rail here. I took these off to make it more comfortable, because when you have these rails on there, it cuts your fingers to pieces. Unless you have rail guards or those rubberized plastic things to put on it, it's really going to be a pain in the butt to hold like this. So you could put a foregrip or a grenade launcher or anything you want underneath of this, but it still wouldn't make much of a difference. This gun usually has a flash hider about this big. Mine didn't come with that. I looked online and the Dboys M4 comes with at least an inch. I repeat, an inch of this orange crap on the front. Mine did not come with that. I do not know why. They probably broke it and just kind of put it back in the box and said it was okay. This gun shoots about 340, 380 feet per second without modification. It does not come with a MOSFET chip. The gun itself, very solid. It weighs at least 15 pounds with the magazine, whatever optic you got on there, just adds pounds to this gun. It is heavy, solid metal. But I will say it's not steel or polymerized, whatever. It's pot metal. It bends, it gives way just enough to act like plastic. A lot of people think that metal is a good thing. It's not always a good thing. See, if I had a plastic gun, I ran into a tree with this, it would break off. I could buy a new one and put it on there. With the pot metal, it bends. So if I ran into a tree with this, it would bend out of place and the gun would be utterly useless until I bent it back. And I mean useless. It'd be the most fantastic paperweight you could ever think of. I'm sorry. Now, the biggest problem with this gun, and I mean big, the gun's quality, the way it shoots is fantastic. Everything's fantastic. Except when you get to the handguard. These two little buttons right here. You push them in and then pull this out. And then you get the handguard where you store the battery. And it comes with this ridiculously yellow battery. It plugs into this right here. You plug it in. Then you have to finagle, and I mean finagle, this little battery into this compartment. Plug it in. You take this wire, shove it to the right side or left side, whichever one's more comfortable for you. Probably easier on the right. You take these two little hooks, shove them in these little compartments at the bottom, and it hooks onto bolts right here. So it really won't go nowhere unless you try to make it go somewhere. You put them both in. You take these two metal pieces. You have to angle them just right. Just right. And then as you see, if you don't do it just right, the ass end falls off. So you take this out, plug it in again, and then try as hard as you can to slap it forward. This little piece of metal right here, this metal piece at the bottom of the handguard goes into the top, and this little slot at the top. And I had to bend this. I mean, it's not hard to bend it. You can use your fingers to bend it, but you have to bend it and then pull at the same time to get this to sit right. Because at any time, at any moment, this could fall off. I mean, you're shooting, and then it falls off. Which is why I took these pieces off so I could hold it. I would advise, if you're going to use a grenade launcher or something like that, a zip tie. There's a hole right here, that you could put through a zip tie and then keep it tight. That is the biggest and worst flaw on a gun you could possibly have, is you're in the middle of a fight and the handguard and battery comes flying out and you're on the battlefield trying to pick up the pieces and you're screwed. In all intents and purposes, screwed. So other than that, the rail system is completely metal. Everything is metal, minus buttstock and the handguard, the pistol grip. Everything else, including the charging handle, is all metal. You can adjust your hop up by turning this little wheel here next to this brass piston. You turn it down to get lower. You turn it up to turn your hop up lower. This little dust cover, I've had this come apart before. It stays put, this little metal piece. You pull that back and it slaps sideways. I've had it come apart before, but that was a manufacturing problem. They didn't tighten it enough. And I had to look for about a month to find the screw or the spring that's about this big. And that's a little bit of a pain in the butt. The gun comes with fully adjustable iron sights in the front and flip up iron sights in the back with standard NATO quick acquisition flip up and down sights. Now it is fully adjustable for windage by turning this left or right. You can also take this whole thing off. You can take an Allen wrench or a flathead screwdriver to right here, turn it all the way, and you could pull the whole flip up sights off. It would not do much for your gun except to give you a little bit more rail space. Right now I have a EOTech copy. It's a holographic sight. I bought it on a police website for law enforcement and military use. I think that's pretty neat. It is a holographic sight with red and green, and we'll give you a better close-up with that in the shooting test. You could put whatever optics you want on this. You could put this forward. You could have red dot scopes like this. You could have that sitting there. You could have them sitting in a row if you wanted to. The cool thing about having this many rails is that you could put anything. That's my favorite part about the M4 that guns like the G36 or the L85 can't do. The L85 has one, if any, rail. The G36 comes with 3. All the way around RIS, but they don't extend the full length of the barrel. These you can unscrew with Allen wrenches and then put it down. You can move it up or you can take it all off if you wanted to. The M4's customizability is fantastic for any environment. If you're going from CQB to whatever, the M4 is a good gun. It's overrated though. You'll find that if you go into any airsoft match, at least 10 people have the same M4. And I mean the same. I went into a match and I saw at least 6 guys with the M4S system with the flip-ups front sight. The same gun, Jing Gong, all the same, except they had a whole bunch of different crap on it. I don't like putting a lot of crap on my M4s. It looks stupid to me, but that's just an opinion. If you want to get this gun, it's at least $175 on sale. I got it on sale from airsplat.com. 175 bucks. Normally it's about 300 to 200. It is a Dboys. So a lot of people say that Dboys is a crappy company. This gun is not crap. I mean, as much as I hate this whole front system here, as much as I hate this whole handguard setup, it is a great gun. It fires well, it's never jammed. I've only had to clean it once. Any conditions, I mean, it's humid right now and it'll fire just fine. You could put any kind of optics. I put my flashlight, laser, PEC box on the side. This gun comes with a forward grip, a really good quality forward grip that I don't have on here. I put it on my G36. I don't like forward grips on my M4s. It also comes with a hollow heck box that you could put a battery in to store while you're using on the battlefield. That one broke. I had it for a month and it broke. The little pieces that keep it held onto the gun, that hook onto this part right here, one of them broke in half, like completely in half, and I didn't even touch it. I laid it on my bed, up against my bed, and it snapped. So, lesson learned, don't put your crap up against a bed if you don't want it broken. And the quality is poor. The forward grip is fantastic, the gun itself is fantastic. The magazine is a 300 high cap Dboys metal. Full metal minus this little plastic piece right here that you use to feed the gun. Put it in here. It wobbles a lot, but it's not going anywhere at all. It's a really, really heavy gun. I'm not even kidding you. And it can hold the weight. You use this to load it. The gun comes with a semi-automatic by pushing up, fully automatic by going all the way opposite. Safe. Right here, this is the bolt catch. Does not function. In fact, it wobbles around a hell of a lot. A lot of people complain about that because they'd like something they could smack and it'd be okay, or if it actually worked, that'd be kind of cool. It doesn't. They don't have a functioning bolt catch at all. So, I mean, don't be disappointed by that. It will be irritating if you're running around because you're going to hear it smacking up against the metal. But as for the single fire, is very, very good. The stock itself, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-position stock. Give me a second.
No, he's trying to fix the table. Just keep going.
I apologize for that. The gun itself does come with a very, very nice 2-point sling. It says 3-point, but it's really not. It hooks onto the back. On the back of the stock, there's a little hook. Unhook it, and then slide it on. It'll be a little bit difficult to get used to. There. But it's fine. And then it has another hook right here inside the stock. One right here, and that'll support the weight. Those are the only 2 straps points on the gun. You put it up, over, and it holds the weight of the gun. Very, very, very strong. It's reliable. The paint does chip easily. The paint on both this and this is almost all the way off. You can see the steel or the metal behind it. It's not a bad thing, not a good thing. It's okay. That does it for about everything on the gun. Yeah. This has been FPS GGG with the M4 Dboys, CSAV or CSAV version.
Fuck you!
Welcome to FPS GGD. Today we're going to be doing the Dboys M4 CSAV 50-foot test. That one's just not going down. Hey! Hey, I got it. Alright, 50-foot test. That bottle was being a dick, so I made sure to kill it. Now we're going to be doing the 50-foot automatic test. I love that.
They're not dead yet! Shoot them! Shit, I'm sorry, I just saw one bounce the fuck back here. I was like, shit!
They're fighting back. Alright, now we're going to be doing the 100-foot test. Alright, this is the 100-foot test of the M4 Dboys, and it is quite windy, so bear with us. Wow.
Wow, that one didn't even fucking...
Hey! Alright, like I said, it is very windy, so I apologize. Usually it'll shoot farther than that, so now we're going to be doing the full auto. This is the 100-foot test, fully automatic M4 Dboys. Alright, well, I mean, even with the wind blowing fully automatic, you're definitely going to hit your target with this. For the money, really good gun. But I would advise buying the M4S system by Dboys, simply because of this horrible design and manufacturing problem up here. As you can see, I had to scratch it up a little bit trying to put it together. And right now, as you can see, I have to apply some pressure to keep it together. So I'd advise buying the M4S system, not the CSAV. Now, a lot of people like the triangle foregrip. You could also go to the ICS M4. That one has a triangle front sight too, but it doesn't have this nasty crap here. That's all.